Alright, here's another Dylan Does a Book Review. Another book review here. So I did the honor of listening to 17 hours of the New Testament and then 70 hours of the Old Testament. Just so you guys know, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. I do like the idea that you can't trash a religion unless you like dive into it and kind of understand it. My views have always kind of just been open-minded. Simulation, maybe the Jews had it right, maybe lizard people, maybe the Christians had it right. I'm just optimistic that something was correct. Let's see if I can focus this. But yeah, so I'm very optimistic. I don't know what I think that, not antagonist, that's not the word. I'm agnostic. I would say that I'm agnostic. I don't give a shit what's true out there. I'm just trying to enjoy this portion of my life, and I don't think that's there's a problem with that. I think that, just being open-minded to anything. I don't know. Like I said, maybe the witches have it right. Maybe the Christians have it right. Jews, Hebrew, text. Like I said, lizard people. We could be part alien, maybe half monkey. Maybe the Anunnaki started all this shit. I don't know. I know what makes me happy. And that's sitting out in the woods in the rain, hiding from bears, refraining from eating because I don't want to get ate by them, smelling like beef jerky. All in all, I'm not going to break these two up. I'm not going to break these two books up. The thing is that the New Testament, I think most people know this, is just the crazy shit taken out of the Bible. Like the original, the New Testament, the King James version is one I listen to. So like Old Testament, 70, 80 hour listen, that fucking book is full of some of the craziest shit. And there's a story in about a king wanting to cut a baby in half because two mothers couldn't agree whose baby it was. There was stories about resurrection, but not like in the rapture. It was like stories of just God bringing up dead people and then flesh-like beings, but like they weren't conscious. There's rules about what foods you can eat, which was like eating of the cloven hoof, eating of the split hoof. So that means if you eat an oyster, you can eat things of the gill as well. So it's like you can eat fish, but if you eat an oyster, God doesn't like that. Honestly didn't hear that much. Like it's been a little bit since I listened to the Old Testament. I didn't really hear much about the gay stuff. I know that everyone's like, God doesn't like gay people. I didn't really read that in there. Overall, I would say that you don't have to read either of these books. Honestly, like I feel like the Bible could be, I don't know, the Bible could be like 2 pages long. You could put the front page would just be the 10 Commandments, and then on the back of that page, you could just literally put the 7 deadly sins. Because I think that I think having a religion promotes, I don't know. I think not having religion kind of promotes nihilism. Because if you don't think that there's an afterlife, and you're like, it means I can be a fuckface, I can be mean to anybody, none of this matters. Because if you think nothing matters, then there's no reason to treat people good, there's no reason to get out of bed in the morning, and I just don't think that's a good way to live your life. So I personally don't really agree with the idea that there's nothing out there. And if you need direction, like, the 10 Commandments are fucking awesome. Don't fuck your neighbor, or don't fuck your neighbor's wife, don't fuck your neighbor over, don't kill your fucking neighbor, don't be a fucking glutton, which is, I don't know, I like eating a lot. Yeah, the 7 deadly sins are like adulterating. I don't even know what they are, honestly. I just remember being like, if they could have stopped after this. They could have literally just stopped after this. They could have said, if you want to go to heaven, which is like the coolest place in the world, then be a good person. Like, that's it. And then also, like, I really like this view that, I think it's just normal Christian view, but like, if you do fuck something up, like me, like, I fuck shit up all the time. I'll lie to get out of a shitty situation, mostly to customer service. You guys didn't give me my fucking receipt, bitch. I like courting women. I like having sex with girls. I think everybody likes having sex. But the thing is, in the Bible they're like, it's supposed to be a courting for marriage. You ain't gotta do that. You should apologize. Like, you need to understand, like, if you're gonna spend like eternity with somebody, you're gonna spend a whole long time, like a Cinderella story. If you're gonna spend that much time with somebody, you kind of gotta try out the goods, right? Like, you gotta test drive the car. I would say you have to go test drive that shit. Like, don't just buy it without test driving it. Or not that women are cars. I could fix a relationship easier if it was a vehicle. That being said. But yeah, that's it really. Like I said, you don't really, if you're looking for direction, I find it beneficial to follow 7 deadly sins and maybe the 10 commandments if you need direction. Like, if you're just happy and you're living your life accordingly however you want, then you don't really need to read these books. I would literally suggest nobody reads the books, because I think the more you read the Bible, the less you fucking believe in, like, a higher power. It's crazy. Like I said, these stories in the Old Testament were literally ruining, like, any kind of religion for me. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck are you guys saying? Rapture? Angels come down? We all turn into demons if we're sinners? We kill each other? Lake of fire? Like, what the fuck? That sounds unpleasant. So me personally, what I choose to do is just try and be the best person I can. I try and stay level-headed. I don't like to fight with people. I've said it multiple times, and it's probably really annoying to anybody that knows me, but I just like to live through love and happiness, because I think that you're not going to wish that you spent less time in love or being, like, spreading love. And I don't think you're going to wish that you were less happy throughout your life. Those are two things that seem to be working for me. I do find a benefit in prayer, because prayer is kind of like meditation. It lets you kind of center yourself. You ever feel ungrounded? If you close your eyes and talk to a higher being, you could pray to the universe, you could pray to aliens, you could pray to Jesus Christ, you can pray to God. Just prayer is a form of meditation, and it kind of does help center you. There's a lot of people that need help centering themselves. They get stressed out, work's crazy, life's crazy, crazy girlfriend, crazy boyfriend, parking tickets, expenses, like, shit sucks. Sometimes shit does suck. So overall, I would suggest that if you need direction, listen, the reason that most people are Christian is because they're born in this area where there's a lot of Christians. Like, if you were born in India, you're probably going to be into Hinduism or Buddhism. If you were born in Israel, you're probably going to be Jewish or Muslim. The thing is, I do see a benefit if all this, like, holy war weird shit wasn't going on. There's a huge benefit to just being a good person and taking care of your neighbor and being good to other people and just staying helpful to others and letting other people know that you care about them. I think that's a good way to live your life. And another thing about prayer, like, if you pray about your good fortune or your misfortune, it does make a difference. Because, like, I always forget. Sometimes I forget, but typically in the morning I'll thank God or the universe for everything that He's given me. It's cool. So, and I think that it keeps you more humble, because if you're having good fortune, then I think if you only thank yourself for all the hard work that you've done, then you might get maybe full of yourself. At least me personally, I'd be like, I killed it today. I don't. And then when there's a downfall, you feel really bad. So, like, if you put the weight of your decisions and you put the weight of your problems onto a higher being, and you're just like, thank you for putting me through something hard to make me a better person, or thank you for giving me something so cool or letting me experience life the way that it's intended, then you're gonna live a better life. So, but if you don't need direction, don't read you don't need to read the book at all. I don't care who you are. Don't read the book. 7 deadly sins, 10 commandments, prayer and meditation. Just because it helps center yourself, also keeps you from getting too full of yourself. That's it. Like, it's pretty easy. If you do something wrong, just ask for forgiveness. Faith is the idea. Not even, like, Christians believe in God. They just have faith that it's true. Like, that's what they talk about. You have to have faith, faith, faith. You'll hear that word over and over, basically, in the Bible. You have to trust the fact that that you're going to go to heaven. But here's the thing. Eternity on earth sounds crazy, right? What about eternity in heaven? I'm like, what if you liked it better here? Who knows? Maybe everybody says this is like trial grounds. So just, I would suggest continue to be a good person and be happy and spread love. And yeah, I love you. I love you guys. I love you. But that being said, I give the Bible 3 out of 10. It's waiting to make sure that lightning didn't hit me. But I would give the Bible a 3 out of 10. Make sure a tree doesn't fall on me. Hit by lightning? A fucking bear attack right now? Who knows? I'd give the religion probably an 8 out of 10. It seems to be the most polite one other than Buddhism.